Welcome to today's webinar, which is around customer loyalty. My name is Beth Hendry and I'll be taking you through this session today. The learning objectives for this session are to talk about customer loyalty. Why do we do it? We'll also then look at the Shortcuts Club itself, and then we'll talk about Shortcuts Loyalty, the new Shortcuts Loyalty system, and the standard points accrual and conversion options that are available to you, along with the automatic reward upgrade and email notifications. So why do we reward our clients? So we want our clients to trust in the business, visit us more often, spend more money and refer their family and friends. So by having a loyalty system, we're rewarding them so that this continues, and we're rewarding them to come back to us again and again. And loyal clients means more referrals, and referrals means more income for us as a business. The best referral is word of mouth. So the more that you can reward and look after your existing clients, the more new clients you'll then get through the door. So I'm just going to take you into Shortcuts. So we're going to look at the club itself within Shortcuts for the time being. So this can be found within Shortcuts under Setup. And then there's an option called Club. So within here you would create the club, and you can have as many clubs as you wish. You just need to click on the new button at the bottom, and this will then create a new club, and then you would give your club a name. So you can do tiered clubs where you've got a bronze, silver and gold, or you could just have one just called VIP. Once you've given your club a name, then you can then allocate how many points that club will then be accumulating. So with the club within Shortcuts, the points are credited for every £100 spent. So at the moment you can see that I've got my system set up, so I've got 5 service points, which means that for every £100 that my client spends on services, they will then get 5 points, and each point is £1 back to the client. We then have product points, so for every £100 that my client spends on products, they will then get 2 points. So the incentive there is the majority of people are purchasing services, but then if they're purchasing products on top, we're giving them an extra incentive to top up their points. We can put time limit on points. Now we wouldn't usually recommend this, only because if a client is saving up for points to pay for a service, and they get to the end and they finally get to enough points for a particular service, and then one drops off that it's reached its time limit, then your clients sometimes can never actually reach their goal of paying for a service with points. We can also specify what club points pay for, so whether it's products, services or the sundry items, which are usually our gift certificates. And you'll see down the bottom on our newer versions of Shortcuts, we can also say that there's a minimum points before redemption. So the client must have £10 worth of points before they can redeem anything. And we can also say what days the club is redeemable on. So it might be that they can only use their club points on a Monday, Tuesday or Wednesday to pay for services. You can also you can see that there's discount options as well. So what you could do with your club is you can actually tier your club. So you could start off with everybody goes on a standard club where they get 5 service points and 2 product points. But then once a client hits a particular spend, then, and you would have to manage this manually and have a look at clients that spend a particular amount over a period of time, you could then move them up to another club where maybe they get a few more points, or they could then get a service discount. So instead of getting points every time, they'll then just automatically get a discount instead. So once you've set up your club and you've got that all set up, then what you would need to do is just make sure that your clubs are then associated to your clients. So I'm just going to pop into one of my clients here. So in the client card and into information is where we can find which club our client is associated to. And in the general settings, which I'll show you in a moment, you can actually specify a default club. So if the client automatically goes into a default club and you want to upgrade them, then I can actually upgrade my client from, she's in my VIP, but I'm going to upgrade her to the gold. In the client's history, it will then show you any points. So down the bottom along the tabs you've got a points tab if they're in a club. And in the points tab it tells you every service that they've had and how many points they've accumulated. You also have an option to be able to manually add points. So if I wanted to add an extra 5 points to this client because she's referred a couple of people, or maybe it was her birthday, so I just wanted to give her a token gesture, then I could add extra points by clicking within the add points, type in the figure and then update. And you can also remove points as well, which would be removing 2 points, for example, if the client didn't show up, or if there was a reason maybe a bill had been put through incorrectly. So once your client is up and running with a club, then the points will just accumulate automatically in the background, and you will see that your receipt will also print out the club details. So it will print out that for every £100 spent on services, the client will get 5 points, and that 5 points is £5 back to the client. Okay, so I'm just going to pop into point of sale, and I'm just going to explain how we actually redeem our points as well. So Becky's going to be my client, and you'll see at the top that it tells me which club that she's in, and it also tells me how many points she's got. So all I need to do is just process a bill for her. Brilliant. So she's had a blow dry and it comes to £35, and then she says that she wants to use those points. So usually what we would recommend is that a client saves up enough points to then be able to pay for a full service, and this is due to the VAT, because when the client earns their points, they earn their points on £100, but that £100 is actually excluding VAT. So actually the client spends £120 with us before they get those full 5 points. Because what then it does is when it redeems the points, it then takes the VAT off as well. So it works the VAT out. So what we would suggest is that clients save up enough points so that they've got the full amount for a full service. Now, one of the good things about points is you can try and get people to upgrade with these points. So try and get them to have our client that just always has a cut, maybe try and get them to have a colour, or try and get them to have a manicure or a facial, another treatment that they've never used before. If they get to try it for free, we're using those points, and then hopefully we can then convert them into being a colour or a facial client. Therefore they're then having more treatments with us, spending more money, and then they're getting more back. So to redeem the points, all we need to do is once we've selected the bill, you can see that we've got a total at the end, and if I click on that total, Shortcuts will automatically work out the amount minus the VAT, and then all I'm going to do is just hit done, and that automatically deducts those points from Becky's card, and then I'm just going to hit end sale, and that's then deducted those points for us. So as I said earlier, you can set up a default club, and this can be done through setup and configuration, and then into our general settings and into general, and you'll see at the top there's a default club. So if you are setting up a club for the first time, then you can assign it into the default club itself, and then that means that any new clients will automatically be uploaded into that club. Any existing clients, unfortunately, you'll have to go through each card and then assign them to that club. So that's our club within Shortcuts. So I'm just going to pop back to my PowerPoint. So clubs isn't enough. So if a club isn't enough and loyalty is what you need, then we have a loyalty system. So clients can earn and redeem points across your entire business. So if you've got more than if you've got 2 sites, for example, and you wanted clients to be able to use points across the 2 sites. Then our online loyalty is able to do that, so you're able to collect points across different sites, and then you can also redeem across different sites as well. You can also set up clients that can be automatically upgraded to a higher level of loyalty. So what you could do is you can set up that, for example, if a client spends within a fixed period a certain amount, then they move from one loyalty system, they kind of move up to the next tier, if you like. So for example, a client moves from silver to gold if they spend more than £500 a month. So you can set up those parameters within the loyalty so that it will then upgrade them to different loyalty tiers and loyalty levels. With our loyalty, we can also set up automated emails that go out to your clients. So we have automatic emails that notify a monthly points balance. So what this does is once a month it emails all of your clients and lets them know what their current balance is. Now this is only clients that have the loyalty card assigned up to that loyalty card itself. And then you can also choose specified accrual and conversions for rewards. So it's not as static as the shortcuts where you have 1 point for every £100 or 5 points for every £100. It's not that static. You're actually able to have a bit more flexibility within the accruals themselves. So rewarding your loyal clients, how does it work? So it's a cloud-based system. Everybody has a loyalty card or a loyalty fob, so we also do key fobs. And everybody has a card or a fob, and they're associated to that card number or fob number when they're first assigned to the loyalty itself. Once they're then assigned, it then works in the background automatically, that it will automatically accrue their points, and online it accrues their points and then it converts those points into pounds overnight. There's a lot more online controls and reports that you can pull, so you as a business owner are able to access the reporting a lot more. There's a few more reports such as showing the liabilities of the salon, so how much is outstanding, and it gives you a breakdown of the different clients and what their loyalty points are currently. And I said you can also set online controls, so you can be able to top up and add extra funds should you wish to. So the standard points accrual options. So this is our accruals. So as you can see, we've got a few different options, and these are standard ones that can be set up. So basically this is what the client needs to earn, or what they will earn based on what they spend. And you can see we've got double points on Tuesdays or double points on a 6-week frequency. So there's a few different options there. And then we also have conversions. So you can mix and match these. You can choose the accrual option that works for you. And then you can also choose a conversion option that works for you as well. So standard, convert 1 point to £1. Or then there's a couple of different options as well. So for example, you set up your accrual, so I could have that my client earns £10 points per pound spent on services and retail items. So they earn £1 for every 10 points. But then when their conversion, it converts 5,000 points to £10. So you can see at the bottom it's given us a bit of a breakdown on the spend required. So my client needs to spend £500. They then get 5,000 points, and that 5,000 points is then converted into a £10 reward. So it's 2%. So as well as the standard conversions, we do also offer options to be able to write your own. So if there's something that you wanted to set up in particular and we don't have that script as standard, then there are also options that you can speak to our team about to be able to have your own created as well. So our summary, so now you should know how to use the customer loyalty program. what is currently available with clubs, and the benefits of Shortcuts loyalty, the standard points accrual and conversion options, and also you know about the automatic reward upgrade and also email notifications. So if you are interested in our loyalty program and would like to find out some more information, then please would give our business development team a call on 0161972 4900, and they're available on option 2. Should you have any questions at all, then please do not hesitate to call us. Thank you for your time today.